You know, behind every successful travel agent, there's a story you don't always see. It's not just about planning gorgeous trips. It's often this constant private battle against chaos. So today, let's break that down. We're going to look at this hidden struggle and find its surprisingly simple solution.
Listen to this. This is from a real travel agent, Melissa, and wow, does it hit home. It captures that feeling perfectly, right? That feeling of just putting out fires all day long, of being reactive, instead of actually being the one steering your own ship.
And here's the crazy part, the real paradox. The more successful you get, the worse it gets. You'd think it would get easier, but nope. More clients, more bookings, that just means more information scattered everywhere. And all those little cracks in your system, suddenly, they start to feel like giant canyons.
So, does any of this sound familiar? I mean, where does your business actually live? Is it in the Notes app on your phone, in a dozen different supplier portals? Maybe your commissions are in a spreadsheet that you try to keep updated? It's not just messy, you guys, it's a huge mental drain.
You know, you can kind of get by with this scattered system for a while. It feels like it's working until it doesn't. And when it breaks hard. For so many agents, that breaking point comes around like clockwork every single year.
Yep, tax season. Ho, the joy. It becomes this awful annual ritual, right? You're trying to reconstruct your entire business year from scratch, scrambling through emails for booking details, trying to make sense of your spreadsheets, piecing together expenses from bank statements. It's just a nightmare, all to answer the simple question, what did I actually make?
And that's when it hits you. This isn't a productivity problem. You're not lazy. You're working your tail off. No, this is a systems problem. You're missing a unified system, something that's actually designed for how a travel agent really works.
So, okay, to fix this, we've got to shift how we think about it. It's not about juggling a bunch of different tools. It's about finding one single integrated system.
So, what's the solution then? What's the real answer?
Well, let me tell you what it's not. It's not about just grabbing another pretty planner from the store. A generic notebook, it's just not going to cut it for a problem this specific, this complex.
The real solution is a tool that was built for this exact job. It's so much more than a planner. It's a whole business management system in one place. Think of it like your command center, designed from day one to match the unique way a travel business actually flows.
Okay, so how does a system like this actually work? How does it take all that chaos we've been talking about and turn it into clarity? Let's dive in. All right, the magic is really in the structure. It's built to mirror how you already work. So, step 1, all your agency and vendor info, it's right there in one spot. Step 2, you've got client cards and booking checklists to keep everything consistent. No more guesswork. Step 3, those complicated group trips, they get their own pages, so you're not pulling your hair out. And finally, step 4, financials and training logs, which means no more tax season panic. It really becomes the one place where everything connects.
And check this out. Let's talk commission tracking. This is a game changer. Instead of that messy spreadsheet, you get a super simple table. You can see in a second what's due, what's been paid, and who you need to follow up with. This means you stop digging through emails, and more importantly, you stop leaving money on the table.
And this goes right back to what Melissa said. This is the emotional payoff. When your system actually works for you, it stops feeling like you're drowning in paperwork. It starts feeling like you actually have clarity, like you're in control of your own business.
But you know, it's actually more than just being organized. There's this unexpected benefit that happens, a really powerful psychological shift when you finally have a real system.
It all comes down to this number. 1. One central hub. One place where everything connects. One system you can actually trust. Just that one change frees up so much mental energy. All that brain space you were using to just keep track of things, now you can use it to do what you love, serving your clients and actually growing your business.
And this is where things get really interesting. It actually starts to shift your identity as a business owner. So before, you're just reacting, right? You're reacting to bookings, putting out fires, just trying to keep your head above water. And then after, you're actually running a business. You go from just feeling busy, that chaotic, frantic energy, to feeling in control. It's a totally different vibe. It's calm confidence.
I mean, Melissa's quote here just says it all, doesn't it? It made me feel like a CEO, not just someone putting out fires. See,
A system like this doesn't just organize your to-do list. It changes how you see yourself. It lets you step up and be the CEO.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, paper? In this day and age, in a world full of apps and software, why would anyone use a physical planner? It's a totally fair question, and the answer is actually pretty cool.
Here's the thing. The planner doesn't replace your digital tools. It anchors them. Think of it like the sun in a solar system. It's the central point that everything else revolves around. It gives you that big picture view you just can't get from staring at a million different browser tabs.
And hey, there's actual science behind this. The physical act of writing things down, it helps your memory, it improves your focus. When you can see your whole business laid out in front of you, you start to spot patterns in your bookings, in your income. It just makes it so much easier to stay focused and hold yourself accountable.
So let's end with this. I want you to really think about it. Are you just busy, or are you building a business? Because honestly, the difference between those two things, it almost always comes down to having the right system.